Today, I will be surviving the chaos that is Rimworld, but not just any Rimworld. I set up a special mod pack to randomize the game so it has no idea what drops what. Or maybe it does and it just doesn't care. Either way, this makes things difficult. You see, if you were to chop down a tree, it would normally drop some wood, which is useful for a lot of stuff.
Now I'm kind of curious though, if I chop down a tree.
Instead, this tree right here decided to be a rebel and dropped signal chips. Which isn't a building material, however they are very expensive, and we've already spawned with a bunch of wood, so we've already met half the requirement for the Archonexus ending, so at least we have that. I should probably introduce you to the first three colonists, Jack, Bonnie, and Ollie. Jack, Bonnie, and Ollie are about to have the worst time of their lives, as this is not just a story, it's also a tragedy. Once I'd looked at most of their traits, I already picked out Ollie as my favorite. I mean, she has a crab claw, a monkey tail, what's there not to like? Turns out, she dies when exposed to the sun.
You won't die, right? Oh, they're dying.
You see, she has this gene called lethal UV sensitivity, basically saying she's really allergic to the sun. This caused permanent burns all over her body, rendering her useless. Meanwhile, Bonnie produces horrible gas that gave her lung rot right off the bat.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, Jack, it has been 10 seconds and you are now my new favorite. Unfortunately, Jack has the trait Unstable Mutation, which gives him 10 more traits to deal with every single day. We're off to a great start. Okay, so a lot of stuff happens in these next few parts, so try to keep up with me for a sec. First, Jack mutates. Then he harvests some heal root, and this gives him a little contraption that removes all excess genes. This gave me the hope that I could actually thrive in this challenge. But that hope was crushed when I realized that, even when using this object, they still keep some of the genes as medical conditions, as proven by Ollie here. She's cured, but still a polluter and is still dying to toxic buildup. This object also puts the person in a coma for 3 days. I wish I read just a little bit further, but oh well. Next, Bonnie discovers that she can go into a pocket dimension. I remove Bonnie and Ollie's genes, which puts them in a coma, so Jack is the only one who can walk now. Oh, and I finally noticed Jack's dog, Clementine. Hello, Clementine. Cooking 10 chinchilla meat turns it into 18 goat meat. While cooking, Jack mutates again and gains lethal cell instability. That gives cancer. That's not good. Uranium gives heavy fur, which is perfect because that means I get bedrolls for traveling. I decide it's finally time to give up on Ollie, and she dies to her own pollution. Which is a bigger deal than I thought at the time because, as it turns out, Ollie is Jack's mom. Oops. We get visitors from Russia, which means we get to sell these chips and become allies, but not before Jack finally breaks and sets the forest on fire.
Jack! No, Jack! Stop! Stop!
I don't think I mentioned this, but Jack is a fogger, so there'll be no rain anytime soon, and he can't put out fires due to being a pyromaniac. He can spit foam, but that's gross. At least he can do something, I guess. Bonnie gets out of her coma, Jack mutates again, Bonnie gets into a daze, I break into an Exostrider mech which causes more fire. Components actually give components. Jack mutates again. Jack, please, you need to stop mutating. Okay. Before the fires from the Exomech burn Ollie, or rather her corpse, we should probably bury her. I was also curious about what butchering something would do, so I had Jack kill a bedbug and butcher it. But halfway through, Jack had his own plans and set our stuff on fire. Thank you, Jack. Now you're bleeding, Bonnie is still in a daze from a minute ago, and all of our stuff is on fire. Our wood, which I'm pretty sure is actually steel, is now gone. I do manage to finally butcher the bug and get some wood, and also eggs? I'm not sure because Bonnie and Clementine ate it all almost instantly. Oh yeah, Jack mutated again, and I'm not sure when it happened, but Bonnie and Jack became lovers, so we made them a double sleeping bag. Oh, and a wild man wanders in with some horrible news. These randomized races my pawns have? Yeah, they aren't the only ones. Bonnie gets out of her daze, so I can finally cure Jack. I didn't want Jack dying to some random mutation, but I definitely should have waited because I forgot about Bonnie's lung rot, and she died. Jack can't move at all, and his lover just died, so the game gives me some pity, and the Man in Black shows up. At least, not all's lost. Apparently, the game felt so bad it gave me back-to-back cargo pods that had a shock lance and a legendary slice cap. Oh yeah, and Clementine got a little hungry, so she took a bite out of Bonnie's corpse, which reminded me that I should probably bury her too. After a little bit, Greyhound, the Man in Black, was going off to do something and passed by an ancient danger, so I had him open it up just to see what was inside. This was the worst idea yet. Apparently, I opened it wrong. You see, I removed this corner first, which let the mechanoids see me. So, when I removed the second one, it seemed to piss them off that I did that. They broke out and started hunting Greyhound, and then it only got worse from there. The absolute worst thing happened in all my time playing Rimworld. They killed Clementine. Jack had officially lost everything. He couldn't stop any of it either. His mother, his lover, his savior, and his best friend. But Jack still had his life. With the mechanoids still roaming the area, the only thing he could do was grab as much as possible and run. But they weren't going to make it that easy. As if the world itself wanted Jack to live, our allies, the Russians, showed up. Do you remember how I mentioned that other people can also have the custom races? Well, it turns out that every single one of our allies were all the same race as Azali. You know, the person who burns in the sunlight? Still, weirdly enough, when they died they became finger spikes, and even though they weren't even a day old, they were still our allies. Jack baited the mechanoids into the little creatures, and Jack was finally safe, and more importantly, alive. Now that he was free, all that was left was a man in a black hat. Whoa, okay, that got way more serious than it was supposed to be. Let's, move on to the next attempt. Okay, that didn't go very well. New colony. Next. Oh god, I'm gonna do all of this every time. I mean, it's not that bad. Okay, so same procedure as before. A new world, some new characters, anything that can be randomized is randomized. I should mention that genes that end up killing the carrier, like Ollie, are extremely common, so I tried re-rolling the characters whenever I got those, so I at least had a chance. Randomize. Greater acid spray, you're scared of water, predator stomach, what the heck? And you have cancer! Oh god, that's so bad! Okay, yeah, no. Oh god, there's so many. Alright, once again, we introduce our three pawns. This time we have David, who has good perks, but because of that he gets really hungry. So, not good. There's Coyote, who despite looking like a rock is actually a plant, meaning they need light to survive, which I thought would replace hunger, but no, they still get hungry. Like, really hungry. And lastly, we have Grin. She is genetically schizophrenic. How is she the most efficient? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really think about their metabolic efficiency while I was playing, and only after editing this did I realize that this might only be possible if I had a gene where they didn't get hungry, which is an Archite gene. The mod I have does not add those when randomizing their race, but that just means I have to play Rimworld better than usual. Now that I'm done setting everything up, which took about half an hour, we can finally start. I know what I'm doing now, and I just have to do it. Or that's what I would say, but everything is randomized, so never mind that. And holy, right off the bat we get Cataphract Armor, a Masterwork Sword, and 300 Medicine? This start is so much better than the first attempt, there's no way I can mess this up. Right? After the previous run and this little check I do here, I realized something that's actually pretty important. Every item is randomized into another item of the same type, meaning if I harvest some food, it's guaranteed to be edible. If I craft a piece of clothing, it's guaranteed to be something I can equip, and so on and so forth. Once again, we have a ton of signal chips, although they don't come from trees this time. Trees drop medicine. I don't actually know what drops these, but it's good that we have them. Also something good to note, Coyote doesn't actually need food like I thought she would. She just stays at 56%, so that's good. And on the subject of food, all of my starting food turns out to be eggs, or spores to be exact. And they're fertile, so this could be a big problem. I don't really want 180 mushroom monsters roaming around. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that and hope it doesn't become a problem, because at this point I've realized something. I have almost no building materials. I deconstructed some walls and got some bricks, which isn't really a lot. Turns out breaking things down actually gives back their materials, so we have some bricks. At least enough to make a door. We mine into a wall and finally we're safe. Wait, what? Why is it 28 degrees? It's summer. What? Why is it below freezing in summer? And why is my colony worth more than 400,000?
And why are you in a catatonic breakdown? What?
Okay. 1. Turns out when I randomized the world, the settings made everything really cold. So if I wanted to survive, I would have to prioritize getting wood. That is great. 2. The colony being worth that much guarantees that if we get raided, it's gonna be really, really bad. And 3. Grin got a little bit hungry, so I kinda understand having a full body shutdown, but it doesn't really help the situation. It's literally been 1 day and it's starting to look just like the first attempt did. I mean, on the bright side, the cold ruined the spores, but I still don't know if that's better than before. But I mean, it's not completely hopeless. At least not yet. And while Grin is down, we may as well try something on her. Okay, well, because this person's catatonic and we're probably gonna leave him behind, let's just test out how this goes. They're just normal now. What? What? Wait, what? They're just a normal person now. They're rock hard, but they're normal. This is so weird. Just like the first run, the Arcanexus ending is immediately available, so the plan is just to take all of our stuff and run around to do our mission. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let you see what happens. Okay, we're gonna just travel. Form Caravan over to here. We're taking as many. We can only take 4. These are 1 kilogram each. What? Good lord. You're half a kilogram each. Good lord. You're talking about 1 day of food. I've got plenty of spores. Ugh. Ooh. If I do that, how many more can I take? A lot more. Okay. I think this'll be fine. Yeah, this is fine. There we go. We should have food. Okay, well, what just happened? David obtained nervous trait. What? What do you mean? He also went to a catatonic breakdown. For travel, no travel. Stop that. Stop. Unlimited days of food is insane, by the way. How much until it's considered unlimited? If we bring 4 whole pemmican, we have unlimited food. That's great. Yeah, no, we can't bring king. I'm sorry. We can't do that. The fact that they both went catatonic for some reason is, like, insane. As a matter of fact, banish. You can't walk. I can't banish. Hey, weapons. I wonder what actually fell. Orbital mech cluster. You should go equip that. Ow. There we go. That works out. Colonists need rescue. Maybe. Maybe. Well. This is a good thing, I think. Coyote be the only one to survive out of everything. Because I think they're a plant or something. Opinion of my best friend David. I have some bad news, Coyote. David is currently starving. And is soon going to just straight up die. No matter how beautiful he is, it doesn't matter. Sucks that we live in such a cold, unforgiving world. Recreation starved. That's why you're barely upset? Look, think about your best friend David more. And how he's not currently dead. Can I abandon this? A manhunter pack? 1,300... What? What? Oh my gosh. Go on, Coyote. You got this. Coyote, why are you so upset? Why is your mood so bad? Oh, that was your daughter? Huh. I really need to check for relationships next time, because they're making things real difficult. Oh well. She at least got the job done, and, this is gonna take a little bit longer than I thought. I just have to make a base here, harvest some medicine, and gift it away. Easy. This is a pretty good start too, but let's start with the horseshoe pen so she won't go on a mental break. And never mind, it's too late. I forget that even if you have a great plan, you still need your pawns to cooperate, and to not start a war with birds. We already did that once. And lost. The man in black showed up again, but he's back where the manhunter pack is, so I guess that's the end. A stickler. I'm a stickler. What is the pollution? Oh no. That's really bad. Okay, time for something different. I mean, it's still randomized, but that's what's different. This time, we're gonna be in a jungle. Very hot, a lot of rain, and a lot of pollution. Exactly like a jungle should be. The pawns this time around aren't very interesting though, so I'll just summarize them real quick. First, we have Frankie. She has chainsaw arms, and radiates heat. You know, great for the fact that the world is on fire. Next, we have Four Eyes.
she has antennas. That's it. I didn't add this ability, I don't even know where it came from, but it was never used, so it's not important. And finally, we have Sarai. They need blood, and just like a vampire, they hate the sun. Okay, third time's the charm. We start with one of Rimworld's staple drugs, yayo, a bunch of jungle spider eggs, ew, and ooh, some mind numb serum. They stop all inspirations from happening, but they also stop any mental breaks too. Possibly one of the best items in the game, and perfect for this challenge. What? Unless you're Sarai. She wanted to speedrun the mental break record. On the bright side, we have a dog named Brandy. They're not a dog, but I mean, come on, look at her. The world temperature is starting to become a problem, so it's time we make a caravan and leave this place. Especially since these bugs started breaking out. It's already a new feeling. Feeling of happiness that I usually don't get from Rimworld. What? No! No, not Brandy! Oh my gosh. My dog! The cat killed my dog! I mean, at least my pawns can get out alive thanks to Brandy's sacrifice. Wait, what? I thought they only went down when heat stroke hit 80%. Whatever. At least one of them made it into the caravan. Sarai has died? Alright, what's going on here? Wait, where's all the yayo? Where's the yayo and the eggs and everything? My yayo and eggs! They just left without it! What? Man. Do you still have mind numb serum on? And our last pawn's down. We have to get out of here. We have to pick up as much yayo as possible and run. Or actually, first, we'll get these weird slugs. Then we can grab as much yayo and run. Or wait, hold up. We're bringing this kid too. Now we can grab the jugs and run. You know, this is starting to sound less and less heroic. We can do this. We can actually survive. Oh, wait. She's gonna die. Well, I don't know who Erica is, but I'm sorry, Erica. I couldn't keep your child alive. And I can't focus on that right now anyways. There's an ambush. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Wait. That was 20 days worth of food. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Oh, you want my yayo? Try to take it. Oh, you want some too? I already fought guinea pigs and a whole man. What can you little cactus rats do? You know what? Nah, I think I'm done. I'm pretty sure this is driving me insane. Like, I can actually see the darkness approaching over there. I really suggest against trying this, but if you want to, the mod pack's in the description, but you probably shouldn't. I might retry this idea in the future. I mean, it was kind of fun, but for now I think that's enough for me. Alright, well, I'm gonna go have a mental break in the corner over there. Oh, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.